This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Boise State's offense will have the football first. The Bulldogs slipped by the Broncos the last time these two got together.
Well, you know that winning this game means so much to both of these programs. David, you had to be impressed, though, by how Fresno closed out that game the last time these two teams went at it.
Yeah, with the emotions, with the adrenaline. Usually the underdog in this matchup. Obviously, Boise, a proud program, so interested to watch this rematch.
Breaks into the open. They've got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
At QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
He's got the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Fresno State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the team. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
To the air, it's Warner. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even
catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's a heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. But it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State. I think that's when people around the country started paying more attention to this rivalry.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Rush is on him. Snagged out of the air. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First play of the period, first down here. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Power football with the run. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Sharon. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the pressure. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Using the quick game. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Broncos come to the line trying to convert on 4th down.
Cooler 18. Here we go.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Dropping back, it's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
And the Broncos need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Madsen. He's going for it all. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To throw, it's Warner. Got his man quickly. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Warner. He's got an open man. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jumped on top of the pile. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 28 to Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. On the ground, it's Sherrod. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
13 on the play. Brings up second down.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Broncos and Bulldogs tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on second down. The play action fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air, it's Warner. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's caught. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Sherrod. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Boise State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will give them the lead. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Nestles it in at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Quickly complete.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Right on the money. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrod. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they're
going downfield for the big play. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Fresno State. They take the lead with the 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
Open field on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Broncos! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense defense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anderson. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Warner. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Fresno State will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
QB draw. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Broncos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
Touchdown Broncos! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from his own end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Warner. Got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver.
He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown. Dogs.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look. Run by the defenders, QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Get set!
Marches ahead. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Military stunt.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Number 60.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
Brings up 2nd down.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Warner. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd down, going up top. Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that's going to tie it up. We'll get it started here in overtime.
Here we go, here we go.
Off play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Pocket breaking down. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. Got a man. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Let's go.
Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Boise State. They take the lead here in overtime.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys. so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bring in the heat. Slips a tackle. And his first throw here is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
On third down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock it down at the 31. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and then coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. So the Bulldogs get the win over the Broncos, and you know Fresno State is going to relish this victory for every single